Hi, and welcome back to the lab. Well, at least soon to be one. Today, I wanted to talk about 3D printers and 3D printers in Locksport community in general. Yeah, sorry for my bad voice. I'm a bit down with some kind of sickness. I'm not sure. Hope I'll get soon better. But yeah, you have to stick with me. So this is not endorsed video by anyhow. I bought everything you'll see here with my own money, and the opinions you will hear are of my own. So, disclosure all the way, let's begin. So, I've been in 3D printing community for a decade now, maybe more, and way back, we had to build our own 3D printers ourselves. We had to use parts from old copying machines, take several trips to hardware store, buying screws and buying stuff, and then there was always something missing. But eventually, you finally made it, build one yourself, and then you tried to print it, and it had issues. The circle wasn't perfect, it was not round, and it was not square, and you have always some kind of issues. So you had to know a little bit about coding, about mechanics and everything. Yeah. But nowadays, I mean, these 3D printers are especially dirt cheap. If you compare them with the ones 10 years ago. For the price of just this one, I paid for just an extruder for my own way back then. Yeah. So trust me when I say these are dirt cheap, and that's not the only reason why they are good. They are good because they print out of the box. You don't have to do anything special with them. You just assemble them if necessary. Some even come pre-assembled, and then you just need to find a file that you want to print, slice it, and click print. And usually with those printers, it just prints like a normal printer. When you print photos or documents, they are that good. But do you really need them in Locksport? Well, I do. I always love, I don't know, I've been with 3D printers so long that I barely can be without one, so yeah, maybe I'm biased. But for sure, something that is so cool, so awesome with this is that this model was designed somewhere, I don't know, maybe in America, and here I am having it on my desk. And this is the one I printed before, and not only that I can have one, I can have multiples of those if I wish, and if the licensing allows that. You also need to check that. And this is the cool part. Somebody makes a tool, somebody makes an accessory, somebody makes something that helps everybody out, and you can just print it. You can customize it, you can do whatever you want. You can play with it. Yeah, sorry. And that's the good part of it. Those 3D printers now have so many sensors, so many features built in them that it's ridiculous. This one has run out filament, so even if the filament runs out, it will stop and pause the print. If the power cuts, it will stop and resume after the print, after the power has been restored. And this one, in particular, has this. Let me just show you. This is the Bamboo calls it LMS, but this is multi-material or multicolor support, and you can see Okay, I am printing this one in just single color, but I could print this in several colors instantaneously, and I'll show you an example of that. But the disadvantage of this is that you have those, they call it 3D print poop. Yeah, every time the printer is changing filament, so you can see here, come on, focus, it needs to purge itself, and this is waste material, you cannot use it anymore, unfortunately. But the good thing is that with those prints you can have something like this. This is an accessory box for the printer, not designed by me, I just clicked print, and you can see this is not a sticker, this is 2 filaments, and everything is so snug and fills in perfectly. I mean, to be able to download something from the web and click print and to have it here, it's amazing. It really is amazing. And even more, if you can see this spool, the red and the yellow ones, these are original bamboo ones. And the cool thing about those is that they have an RFID inside. And this one has the RFID reader inside. And when you put the spool in, it automatically knows that it's red, material is PLA, and adjusts the temperatures and everything. And you just really need to click print. But also, you can add something like this. This is a third-party filament, and it prints okay, perfectly. But you need to adjust the settings yourself. For that, you may need to tinker a bit. And regarding the bamboo, or any other brand, they have a lot of different colors, like this purple one, and even has the code, so if you like something like this, you can order it. And this is 3D printed, downloaded from the web, and just one click to assemble it. I mean, it works perfectly first time. It's just ridiculous how 3D printers are good nowadays. But let's go back to the Locksport community, and what can you print useful for yourself? Well, those spinning trays are always in demand, and this one is pretty beat up, as you can see, and this one was designed by Locknoob, and yeah, it's quite fast print, dirt cheap, and you can print a lot of them, you can customize them, and there are tons and tons and tons of 3D prints like this, or CADs. Also, this is a variable stand that I use for my tablet when I'm watching you guys pick, when I'm doing something. The most recognized probably 3D print is this Chuck Wise. This was 3D printed by a friend to me, and you can see how cool this is. Actually, this is color changing filament. Maybe this is not the best material, model for this, but I can show you in this box made by John Holistic. So you can see this is red and this is like darkish purple one, and how the color changes. And this is so-called color changing filament. The same is on this tool gutting station. Some models just don't represent the best for some colors. You can also print something like this, and the print is so bad because this was printed, I don't know, was it PTG, ABS, I'm not sure, but this was printed on my old 3D printer, and you can see what I was talking about. You can see the layer separation, and you can see wobbling. Yeah, it just wasn't that good of a printer. But hey, I made it myself, and it worked. It was okay. And just to compare this one out of the box, I mean, seriously. Okay, maybe the top I could have lowered the layer height and it would be smoother, but yeah, it was fine for the first print. Maybe you want to print something like a stand for your poker chips. There's tons of stuff you can 3D print for yourself and for your friends. But be aware, even I, who consider myself an expert in 3D printing, sometimes have some trouble with printing, especially flat, long surfaces. And you can see it here. You can see the warping on this model. You see this? This should be a straight edge. And you can see it here even better. Also here. And why is that? Well, it doesn't change the usability of this part. But this happened. This is basically the same model, and you can see there is no separation going here. Well, I was dumb enough to clean my house while I was 3D printing, and I opened my window, which is right over there. And as it's this winter outside, the cool air breathes in, and as this is open style 3D printer, it wasn't shielded, and the PLA doesn't like it, and so it started to curl and wrap up. Well, I noticed it too late into the print, and I just said, okay, I committed and I'll print it, because it's just an aesthetics and I really need one stand, so it's not a problem. But if you're printing for somebody, this can be an issue. My recommendation is to have an enclosed one that is in the box, so that this can be prevented. And also, one stuff that nobody talks about, and people should be aware of this, that this plastic is being melted at, you can see here, 220 degrees, and this produces fumes. Some may be toxic, some may be not, more or less. That's why I have this huge filter which has activated carbon inside. You can see it, and you can see here the parts per million and the temperature and the humidity here. It's not the best, but it's even, well, it's the best I can do in a closed room. If I try to open the window, I'll have an issue, for sure. Yeah. You just don't have to be down because your print failed. Go search and find why it happens. Maybe your bed adhesion is not good, and why is that? Maybe the temperatures are off or something like that. And with those kind of printers, you just print like an expert. You really don't have to know much. Just watch several videos how to print, how to use slicer, and that's it. And also, if you want to be one of the cool kids, you can get yourself stickers. Sorry. Something like this. This one will leave this kind of pattern on your 3D prints on the lower side. This one is still brand new, I haven't used it. As I haven't this one. And this is the carbon fiber one. And there are several of those stickers that you can put on top of your plate. And then the prints from the downside will have this. Maybe you can see the reflection here from the glass. The same thing is happening with those stickers. So, in my opinion, should you get one? Well, yeah, they are dirt cheap if you can if you can afford them, yeah, for sure. But just bear in mind, most of people I know who bought 3D printer got them, played with them for 1 month, and then the printers just stayed somewhere unused. If you think you are that person, maybe invest in some kind of lockpick set rather than just 3D printer. And if you do, enjoy this, for sure. It's never been easier, trust me, to print stuff, and most of the stuff is free. Some things you may need to pay for, but even if you do, they are worth it. The print quality on these printers is awesome. The colors, spectacular. Also, if you are willing to afford prestige, I mean, this filament is not any better than this one. It's more expensive because of its proprietary. But it's ease of use that you are paying here. You just click it and just click send to print, and it's easy. So, I hope you like this one. Sorry. Yeah. Hope you like this one. And by the way, this one I'm printing for my friend Krolama. Also, his name is now Pikilama. Sorry, I'm always changing it. He already has one of these printed by his friend in black, so that's why this one is in black. So, next time, I hope you see this. He will have this in his videos. Okay, see you, and good luck. And just to show you how easy it is to take something like this off the plate, you just take it because it's magnetic. I'll try to do it one hand. You can see already it's peeling off from this side, and just like that. But beware, you always need to wait for the plate to cool down, or you may be damaging the PEA coating. So, what's the temperature? It is 37 degrees. And perfect. Hope you like it. See you on the next one. Bye.